Let's read source 4 for the King Hammurabi investigation. It's titled Hammurabi's Biography. First, let's read the central question, because that's our purpose for reading this source. What was important to King Hammurabi? So, let's read the attribution and then the headnote, because that's where you'll learn what type of source this is, who wrote it, and when it was written. Attribution. Text from King Hammurabi of Babylon, a biography. Written by Mark van den Meerup in 2005. Headnote. Mark van den Meerup is a professor of history at Columbia University. He has a PhD in history from Yale. He specializes in ancient Near East history. His recent work focuses specifically on the history of ancient Babylon. Van den Meerup says that it is difficult to write a biography about Hammurabi because he lived 38 centuries ago, and there is a lot of basic information missing about his life. I'm going to pause here. Take a moment to answer these questions about the headnote and attribution in your packet. So pause and come back when you're ready. Okay, now I'm going to read the source itself. Let's read from Hammurabi's biography. In the epilogue, which means the conclusion, the king explains why he uses the stela. He thinks of two groups of people: the people who lived during his own time and future kings. Hammurabi made sure that his country was correctly ruled. He protected the weak from abuse by the powerful. He gave homes to the widows and the orphans. His stela said that to all people. The stela also spoke to the future king. Hammurabi says to the future king, "A king who rules this land will always see the words of justice I wrote on my stela." Hammurabi was the king of justice. He uses that name many times in his epilogue. He was a shining example for all future generations. He wrote about his own greatness on his stela. That is why several copies of the stela were most likely built in various cities. Okay, go back and read the source yourself, and pause after each sentence to think what parts of the source tell you what the author or people in the text think, want, or experience. Focus on what does Hammurabi want his laws used for? What does Hammurabi want people to think about him?